And welcome into this round one matchup between the Capital University Crusaders and the Dominican University Stars. It is round one of the NCAA Division III Championship. The winner of this match is going to go on to play the University of Chicago Maroons tomorrow here at 7 o'clock p.m. The Maroons just won against the Lake Forest Foresters 6-2, overcoming a 2-goal deficit to start off the match. And here we go, we are underway. And it's going to be a throw in here. Headed by number 6, Isaac Perez. And the Dominican goalkeeper, Logan Weidman, comes out. As both teams make their way to midfield. And Weidman almost overshooting most of his forwards. Number 10, Nestor Asensio with the header. Crusaders making their way into, Stars making their way into Crusaders territory. My apologies. And the ball rolls out of bounds. And Weidman. And headed by Asensio. And the ball rolls out of bounds. And it will be Dominican possession. Oh, and right off the face of Perez. Perez now putting it forward and headed by Wesley Coleman. And out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Stars. And Brandon Wu with the throw-in. Out of bounds off of Isaac Perez. Wu with the throw-in again. And Jamie Robson kicks it back to Dominic Zamponi. Wu again. Up to Gordon. To Robson. Wu on the near side of the field. Oh, and it went out of bounds. And the Capital throw-in. And Arzeda can't make it through the traffic. Arzeda again, taking on a whole bunch of Crusaders. And Perez taking it on the near side, looking for a man. He finds one. And Isaac Perez's shot is stopped by Logan Weidman. Weidman walking it out as both teams move towards the midfield. Weidman, headed by Chewy Gordon. Oh, an attempted bicycle kick by Gordon. And now Brendan Martin will walk it out. And headed by Adam Yagmore. Ortega getting it deeper into the Crusader zone. And it's going to be a free kick here. And chipped ahead and just missed wide left by the Stars. And it's going to be looks like it'll be a corner kick for the Stars, taken by Nestor Asensio. Asensio going out, and Jonathan Arzeda will take this corner kick. Arzeda crosses it, knocked away by Capital. A scramble in front of the net and cleared away. Taken over by the Crusaders. Crusaders moving it up to the far side. Sent over to Brandon Wu. Wu working his way up the near side. Sends it forward, but it's stopped by Isaac Perez. And taken back by Tyler Wyzik. Back to Brandon Wu, who sends it back to his defenseman. Dominic Zamponi sending it over to the far side. And an attempted pass hit up high and then headed forward by Wu. But the Stars cleared out off the foot of Isaac Perez. And Adam Yagmore trying to make something happen in the Capital Zone. Stars looking for an opening. And Jonathan Arzeta has it taken away. Taken back by David Ortega, who sends it to the far side. And hit towards the front of the net, but headed away by the Crusaders. And it's going to be Crusaders' ball as Brandon Wu goes up the near side. Passes it ahead, looking for Chewy Gordon, but it rolls out of bounds and it will be Stars' ball. Manuel Piatto with the throw in, headed by David Ortega and out of bounds. Crusaders' ball. Brandon Wu with the throw in. Wu looking for Chewy Gordon. Andrew Weidzik. And Weidzik crosses it, but it's taken back by the Stars, and a little bobble there sends a quick feeling of panic across the Stars fans in attendance today. Manuel Piatto looking to clear it. And Isaac Perez trying to get past a man. Dominique Zamponi sends it back to the goalie, who gets pressured by a Stars player, who was Jonathan Arzeta. And back to Logan Weidman. Weidman looking for a man on the far side. Nestor Ascencio. I'm going to try that again. Nestor Ascencio over to David Ortega. And Isaac Perez coming up. Looking for someone in the front of the net that wasn't there. And the Stars hold it in. Michael Delaney with the shot. Big save by Logan Weidman. Gave up a deflection, but luckily there were no Stars on the near side of the field. Both teams retreating. Weidman looking for a man long, headed by a Star. Both teams trying to settle it down. Eventually the Stars do. Isaac Perez up to Nestor Ascencio. And Hunter Steiger boots it up and out of bounds. Manuel Piatto. A holding. .31 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half. Carlos Ramos set to kick, getting more instruction from the ref. Ramos boots it ahead, headed by a Crusader, in a scrum in front of the net and cleared out by the Crusaders. And they kick it ahead. And Isaac Perez taken down. clean play. And the ref blows the whistle. And it will be Dominican ball. Greg Knox ready to set for the kick. Oh, and a close one for Dominican.
What do we think that font is on Capitol? I have no idea.
Martin sending it to midfield. A high one.
Everyone's numbers on the back are very easy to see.
Dominican sending it forward. And it rolls out of bounds. Stars throw in. It looks like Michael Delaney on the far side of the field. Long throw in. And off of a Dominican player, so it will be another Stars throw in. Crusaders with possession on the far side. Back to a defenseman. Brandon Wu tosses it back to Cole Moscovich. The little controversy as to whose possession it should be. Ultimately, Capital Stars will have the ball. Scratch that. The ref arguing with Coach Eric Baumann. And it will end up with Brandon Wu. Manuel Payado to Isaac Perez. Sends it far ahead looking for Jonathan Arzeda, but can't find him. And a long pass looking for Adam Yagmore, but ends up out of bounds. Weidman with the ball in goal. Weidman sends it to the midfield. Ooh, headed by a Dominican player. It looks like he might have went head to head and is on the ground. And it looks like maybe 15, David Ortega, might be the Capital player who hit his head as he was rubbing it. My mistake. The Dominican player, David Ortega, that is a Capital player currently on the ground. And it looks like Hunter Steiger coming off the field. Going to be checked out. And they'll be replacing Steiger with number 30, Matt Shepper. And Stars ball. Sends it ahead. Collected by Weidman. Yagmore started to pressure, so Weidman got it away. Up in the Stars zone. And Jamie Robson for Dominican, trying to make something happen for the Capital, And Isaac Perez sends it downfield, looking for a Zeta, but a little too far, and it ends up in the hands of Logan Weidman. And Weidman sends it far and headed out of bounds. 0-0, Capital versus Dominican. 25 minutes left in the first half. Just approaching that halfway mark. Brendan Martin set to get play back underway. And Adam Yagmore coming out. Martin sends it forward. Capital, far side. Bringing it back into their own defensive zone. Back to Logan Weidman, who gets pressured by Arzeta. Trying to create some offense on the near side. Looking for Brandon Wu, just a little far. And David Ortega tries to clear it. And Jonathan Arzeta sends it ahead. And Weidman rolls it out to his defenseman. And Brandon Wu trying to beat a man. He can't. Isaac Perez. And Logan Weidman sending it far. Capital trying to work their way through the Dominican zone. Nice drop pass by Wyzik. And Shepper, battling two men, gets it off to Robson. Robson goes to try to take it back, but Arzeta is proving strong with his feet. He gets held up and the whistle blows. Manuel Piatto coming over to talk to the coach. As what looks to be Nestor Asensio lines up the free kick. And Asensio chips it ahead and looked like it was swatted away by Weidman, and then the second chance goes right over the net. Both teams heading back as Weidman prepares to get things started again. And it's going to be a capital throw-in by number 25, Greg Knox. That's a far throw there from Knox, headed away by a Dominican player. Approaching the 20-minute mark in the first half, still tied 0-0 with Capital University and the Dominican University. And a long throw in. Nothing coming of it though. And Brandon Martin set to send it long. Brendan Martin, my apologies, not Brandon. Martin with the kick. Header attempt by Vitali. And Asensio taken down. Stars ball. Sent ahead. Both teams trying to settle it down. Finally, Capital does. And sends it far ahead. Looking for a man, but it's headed by a Dominican player. And there's a collision at midfield between a player from each team. Brandon Wu passes up to Robson, down to Wysick. And Wysick has it just too long, but a great play to keep it in play by Bunshu. Stars with the ball now, though. Sent long and right to Logan Weidman in the Capital goal. Moskovic sends it up to Brandon Wu. Wu set to throw in. Referee throwing what looks like wristbands off the field. Capital with possession. Sent ahead for Brandon Wu, who heads it to the midfield. And Robson sending it across, looking for Chewy Gordon, who ends up on the track. And Dominican regains possession and sends it back downfield. The Stars send it downfield. Arzeda pressuring his men. Cole Moskovic sends it back to Logan Weidman. And David Ortega sends it back ahead. Arzeda trying to make something happen on the near side. Gets tied up by Brandon Wu, and Wu brings it back down the field. Arzeda is still down, and then Wu's brought down by Isaac Perez, and Wu has some words for him. The ref wants to know what's going on. I think all of us do. And play gets back up with Robson, who sends it far side. Greg Knox looking for an opening and opts to send it back to his defenseman. Tyler Weidzik sends it forward. And a pass goes too far and rolls out of bounds. Dennis Soldo and Tristan Bentley check in. Bentley for Capital and Soldo for Dominican. Weidzik checking out for Capital, while Asensio substitutes out for Dominican. A high kick. And both players jockeying for position. Scramble at midfield. Ref got in the way a little bit. And Capital's working its way down the far side, looking to center it, but it's headed away by a Star. Robson with a shot, but it's blocked by, it looked like Arzeda. And Daniel Bunchu looks like he was fouled. 13:40 left in the first half of this round one matchup of the NCAA Division III Championship between Capital and Dominican universities. Crusaders looking to do something right now with this free kick. Robson's shot blocked by Martin and it squirted loose a little bit in front of the net before it seemingly rolled out of bounds. And now Capital will have an opportunity for a corner kick. And it sails right in. It looks like it was either unassisted or if maybe Chewy Gordon got his head on the ball. But either way, Capital Crusaders lead the Dominican University Stars 1-0 with 12:45 left.
Yeah, tell them I'll check in.
And play started back up. Arzeta sends it forward. Robson jumping around. And the ball sails out of bounds. And the Stars trying to make something happen, looking to get a retaliatory goal here after falling down 1-0 to the Crusaders. Some physicality down in the zone. And it will be Logan Weidman. Weidman boots it to midfield. A little past midfield, showing off a strong leg. And Carlos Ramos sends it back the other way, but that sails out of bounds. Now Cole Moskovic will have the throw in. Teams fighting for possession on the far side of the field. Oh. And it looked like a Capital player almost leaped completely over a Dominican University player. Showing that athleticism, but I don't think you can do that. All right, now the Stars with possession. Looking to make anything happen as we're winding down on this first half. 10 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Wu with the head to Robson. David Ortega sends it to Arzeta. And Robson picks his pocket, sends it down, headed by Manuel Payado. And Ortega brings it back upfield, looking for Dennis Soldo. Soldo on the near side. Moves it forward to Arzeta. Arzeta gets tied up. Then Soldo just forces his way right in there against Cole Moskovic. Arzeta getting ready for the free kick. And the ref's seeing what's going on over there before Arzeta kicks it. And knocked away, out of danger. And the Stars' next kick gets blocked. Arzeta splits two defenders but loses his footing. Robson not having any of that call. But that is the call, and Arzeta will have another free kick. And I think he just showed Robson a yellow card. I guess you argued a little bit too much. Arzeta sends it, and the ref calls a penalty. No. My apologies.
Like how are you to say how long extra you can play? It's just not exactly. But like, you know, there's certain people everyone else. And it's this thing is they should
Logan Weidman getting ready.
it's just as arbitrary as anything. I like exact stop I think the actual rules actually
And the Stars get possession of it. Perez sends it forward, and Saldo, looking to get ahead of his man, may have gotten a little bit too physical. Logan Weidman set to kick it off again. He sends a far one, headed by a Crusader. Oh. Paedo looked like he almost got hit in the face as the Stars send it forward. David Ortega trying to make anything happen. Arzeta looking for Soldo. Just saves it from going out of bounds and kicks it, and it deflects off of the Capital player out of bounds. So Arzeta will throw it with the corner kick. Oh, and Arzeta's kick was headed just wide of the goal. So with that, Capitals still control the game with a 1-0 lead. And Robson's coming off, and it appears that Nick Schaffenberger may have entered the game. And the Crusaders working it up the far side of the field. Rather uncontested. And Ortega takes it over as he trips up a Crusader. And he's still down. That looks like it's number... Is that 16? Wesley Coleman? Crusaders free kick. And just like the last free kick, foul against the defender, sending the ball the other way. All right, and more substitutions as number 14, Trevor Collins, and number 19, Luke Moraes come into the game. Daniel Bunshu will come out, as will Chewy Gordon. I do like that name, Chewy Gordon. Greg Knox with the nice throw in, and it was headed, but a good reaction by Brendan Martin to snag it before it dropped in behind him. And Martin sends it to midfield. Perez working the near side. He runs into and runs over Nick Schaffenberger. And Weidman back up. Weidman sends it far. Oh, wow, and a great save on by Brandon Martin. It looked like the shot was by Cole Moscovich. Arzeda sending it ahead, but deflected and sent back up to Tristan Bentley. Schaffenberger back to Moscovich, to Zamponi, and then eventually back to Logan Weidman. Weidman looking for Brandon Wu, and it hits off of Isaac Perez. Wu will now throw it in.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
Wu throws it in, back to Wu with just under 1 minute remaining. Wu looking for Schaffenberger, and it's taken by the Stars. And Arzeda just loses it. Schaffenberger. And it rolls out of bounds. Brandon Wu with the throw in. And off the chest of Tristan Bentley, who tries to send it forward, and it will be taken by Brendan Martin.
10, 9, 8, 7.
And he kicks it as far as he can, hoping for any last-second shot on his opposing goalie.
0.
And with that,
1-0.
the Capital Crusaders lead the Dominican University Stars 1-0 in this round one matchup of the NCAA Division III Championships. And if Capital can go on to win this game and hold on, they will be facing University of Chicago Maroons tomorrow at 7 o'clock from Stagg Field on the campus of the University of Chicago. We'll be back to you after the half. And we welcome you back to this round one matchup of the NCAA Division III Championship between the Dominican University Crusaders and the Capital Stars. Now, I just want to start off the second half with a quick little correction. There was a mix-up, and I have been saying Logan Weidman, but however, it is actually Justin Neiswanger in goal. So it is Justin Neiswanger in goal, not Logan Weidman. And he's doing very well. So, with that, we will be getting underway. It'll be Crusaders' possession. David Ortega clears it out. My apologies, that was Michael Delaney. Don't need more name mix-ups. And Delaney again on the near side, trying to work past his man. Nestor Asensio. All right, Carlos Ramos sends it ahead. And Arzeta hits it out of bounds. It's going to be Capital Wall. And Greg Knox will throw it in. And a long throw. He's shown that he's been very good at those throw-ins today. And Robson looking for a man in front of the net, but he's not going to find it. And Brendan Martin scoops it up and boots it to midfield. Ortega with the header. And trying to keep it in bounds, and just doing so. And Capital on the far side. Arzeta working his way through some. And a shot just high and right by Corbin Voles. Correction, Voiles. And now Justin Neiswanger getting ready to boot it away. And headed. Capital just trying to make anything happen here. Arzeta moves it ahead, and then it looks like Adam Yagmore is taken down from behind. So Nestor Asensio will be taking the free kick. Or not. And it's gobbled up by Neiswanger. And Bunchu worked his way past defenders, but just missed it. And now Martin. Robson with the header. And Piatto looking for a man. Eventually gets one, Isaac Perez. Dominican settles it down. And Delaney working working the near side. Arzeda trying to make a play, looking for an opening. Goes into 3 defenders. And Capital clears it away. And Bunshu Capital sends it across to Greg Knox. Knox to Robson. Robson with a shot on goal, but it's scooped up by Brennan Martin. Martin to midfield. Wu gets it ahead to Bunshu. And it looks like Ortega got called for a penalty. And he was not in agreement with the referee on that one. Greg Knox looks like he's going to take the kick for Capital. Off the boot of the Crusader. And headed by his own man. Almost. There's a great save by Brendan Martin. And Shepard takes down Asensio. Asensio lining up. Presume he'd take the free kick, but that's what I thought last time when Arzeda took it. And it is Asensio, and right into the hands of Justin Neiswanger. And it gets booted down into Stars territory, and Robson with a ton of speed ahead. And 19 to 37, 20. Oh, and it was offsides, called off. An exciting play here, and the fans, the Crusader fans, are not having it. But as it stands now, Brandon Martin about to get play resumed. Sends it to midfield. Despite the offsides, that was a great display of footwork and passing. But gotta stay on sides. And a whistle. Michael Delaney gives it away to Carlos Ramos, and Ramos with the kick. Oh, and it looked like a nasty collision, but both parties are up and standing. And Neiswanger scoops up the ball. Justin Neiswanger walking it up. 36 seconds, or 36 minutes left on the clock, 0 seconds. Both teams trying to get possession. And eventually sent ahead into the Stars zone. Crusaders come up with it, and the ball dies out. And it's going to be a corner kick. Crusaders sending it in. And a little bit too far. Headed out. And then missed wide left by Luke Moraes. Brendan Martin now. Both these goalies playing a great game. Ramos hits it ahead. And we have a clock stoppage after a player kicked the ball out of bounds. And the ref is calling for looks like number 5 and 4. Just talking to him, no cards shown. We got a little chippy earlier today, so I wonder if that's bubbling over with Jonathan Arzeda. And the Crusaders knock it ahead. Arzeda gets taken down. Oh, and a little quick to get up there. And he gave a yellow card to Arzeda, and it looked like Cole Meskovich. So Jonathan Arzeda given a yellow card. And the ref's having quite a time here. Fans are getting a little restless with the stoppage in the clock as the ref is doling out punishment. And the clock there we go. And the clock has started. Arzeda and nice Wonger. Showing off that leg with the high boot. And it looks like it's going the other way for Dominican. Ramos hits it ahead. Robson with a little tap. Ramos again trying to get it deep into the capital zone. And it rolls out of bounds. Greg Knox ready for the throw-in. headed by Cesar Franco. Oh, and Chewy Gordon holds it in and it gets knocked over. And things are starting to get a little chippy. And fans are not happy that there was no call. And it'll be Nicewanger. Set for the kick. Oh, 10 with his shot deflected. Bunshu. And another player down. Another clock stoppage. And a yellow card shown to number 17, Dominic Samponi. A lot of extracurricular action going on in this game today. And Stars possessing it. Pass blocked. And the Crusaders cleared out. Michael Delaney with the high knock. And kicked out of the zone by Dominic Samponi. And Wesley Coleman tries to beat a man, but it gets taken away and pushed up the Stars sideline. Oh, Nicewanger with an incredible stop and then a second chance goal by number 7, Adam Yagmore, to tie it up 1 apiece on this round 1 of the NCAA Division III Championship. Again, that was Yagmore on an initial great stop by Justin Nicewanger. But he couldn't hold on to it. And Yagmore knocked in the rebound. And Robson and Moraes are coming off the field for Capital. 30 minutes and 12 seconds left on the clock in the second half. Coleman, taken by Michael Delaney, passed down to the far side of the field, and booted down. All right, and Justin Nicewanger back in possession of the ball. Sends it downfield, headed by Michael Delaney. And Greg Knox looking for a man downfield. Thought he had Trevor Collins, but the ball ended up out of bounds. And Michael Delaney will throw it in for the Stars. Wychik just a little too far. Now Brendan Martin getting ready to get the action started back up. Asensio sends it forward on the far side of the field. And it deflects out of bounds. Nope, not quite yet. Yep, and it is out of bounds. Justin Neiswanger, number 18, checking in for Capital. Schaeffenberger in for Daniel Bunshu. Wu battling with the man on the far side. And he gets tripped up. Arzeta getting ready to kick it. And a close call as it just gets cleared out of in front of the Capital net. Arzeta ahead to Yagmor. Yagmor's pass was deflected and cleared out by the Crusaders. .26 minutes left in this second half. And a throw in. Arzeta trying to cross it to Yagmor, but it's intercepted and gotten back by Asensio. I got it that time. Back to Yagmor. Trips on the ball. Out of bounds. And Justin Neiswanger getting the ball in position. Some movement on the sidelines as it looks like Soldo is getting ready to check in for Dominican. And with the clock stoppage, Soldo will check in for Dominican while Adam Yagmor is coming off. Throw in by Delaney, headed by Capital. And it looks like Soldo got held up. And Asensio getting ready for his free kick. And another clock stoppage. And someone else looks like they might be getting a yellow card. Number 30 on Capital, Matt Shepper, assessed a yellow card. Not sure what for, but I'm assuming it has something to do with that scrum over there. Now Asensio. And that was knocked down and cleared. It looks like a penalty on a defenseman, as Justin Nicewanger gets set to send it to midfield. Headed by Ortega. It's going to be a throw-in for the Crusaders. And substitution here as Tristan Bentley comes in for, it looks like, Brandon Wu. Crusader throw-in. Both teams struggling to find a possession here. And it's taken by number 12, Tyler Widesick, and sent to Arzeda pressuring Tristan Bentley. And Capital opts to send it back to Nicewanger, but it's not cleared out of the zone. Arzeda trying to make a move on his man. He's trying to go through a crowd of Crusaders and ends up on the ground. Nicewanger sends it long and sent right back. And Arzeda is slow to get up. He's making his way back into the play. And it looks like Soldo went down. There's movement on the sidelines as subs are getting prepared to enter the game. Nice long pass, but just too high and far off the leg of Nicolo Vitali. The ref talking to more players. All right, and number 10 is checking in for number 30. And Robson is coming back in for Wyzik, and Brandon Wu will be making his way back onto the field. And he will be replacing I believe that says number 18, Nick Schaffenberger, who was just getting talked to by the referee and being questioned by the coaches on the sideline, unsure as to why he was getting a talking to. Arzeta coming down the field, sends it ahead. He's looking for a man in front of the net, but it's deflected away. And the Crusaders clear it. And it'll be a Dominican throw-in. And booted away. And trying to lead them. Number 14, Trevor Collins, saying that his team should have possession, but it ends up in the hands of Michael Delaney. Arzeta sending it across the field. Robson looking for a man, but Michael Delaney intercepts his pass, sends it over to Arzeta, who was looking for Dennis Soldo. Back to Robson. And a spin move, but he got pulled down. That's Daniel Bunshu. Wesley Coleman putting the ball in place for Justin Neiswanger. Neiswanger going for Robson, but just over his head. Another boot by Neiswanger. This time Robson ends up with it, but it's knocked out of bounds. Greg Knox with the throw-in. Delaney with the ball. Greg Knox heads it back. Oh, a big collision in midair. Trevor Collins got up with some words for his opponent. Carlos Ramos with some words from the ref. And he's given a yellow card. Handing him out left and right this game. But it has been physical, and you need to send a message. Greg Knox with the cross and headed out of trouble. And the ball trickles out of bounds. It will remain Crusaders ball. It looks like Greg Knox on the far side of the field. And we've mentioned earlier, he's got a great ability to have long throw-ins. And the ref is saying something again. And that was a great throw-in. And it rolls out of bounds. Brendan Martin. And substitutions, number 7 coming in, Adam Yagmer for Nicolo Vitali, and number 30 entering the game, that's Matt Shepper in for Tristan Bentley. Martin with the kick. Dominican trying to get it deep into the Crusaders' territory. And the ball winds up out of bounds. Still the Stars' ball. Arzeda sending it ahead, looking for Yagmer. Robson pressuring Ortega. And just a bit too much on that one, as Ortega was looking for Yagmore. Greg Knox getting ready to throw it in. A nice long throw. Chewy Gordon going for it. And Greg Knox set to throw again. And he might get it all the way out to in front of that goal, looking to possibly set somebody up for a header. Another great toss. Oh, and an incredible stop by Brendan Martin. It was in the top right of the goal, and he just barely got a hand on it. Play continues. And the ball rolls out of bounds. 11:50 left in the second half. Score still tied 1-1 though. Robson getting ready for his corner kick. And headed away. 16 with the shot that just went wide right. Martin setting up his kick. Martin gets it away. Headed by Robson. Then again. Arzeda. With a nice move. Low shot scooped up by Justin Neiswanger. And he boots a high one. Ortega with the head. No one gaining possession yet. Arzeda, fans thinking he might have been held by Shepard. Ortega. He was looking for Yagmore. Carlos Ramos with the header. Shepard to Robson. Oh. And a collision between Michael Delaney. Greg Knox getting ready for his kick. Boots it. And it's headed away by a star. And Robson's down behind the play. He's still down on the far side of the field. Martin's coming over to him. He's slow to sit up, but he's up. And I'll talk to the trainer. Luke Moraes going over to his teammate. And with these cold conditions, you have to be real careful about injuries. And Robson's up. As he will make his way off the field. And the ref walking the ball to the center circle. Having another discussion. And the ball rolls down to Martin. Martin. And Ortega. Oh. Arzeda just got knocked down. And that was...
Time off the clock. He did. He was very quick.
And he just gave a yellow card. And it looked like it was for number 16, Wesley Coleman. And the header just wide left. Fans getting loud here for this Dominican cross kick. Oh, and it's just off the football post, right over. Not even on the soccer goal. Justin Niswanger getting his shot lined up.
Say again. Could well be.
Dominican sending it ahead. And Chewy Gordon was looking to spring one of his teammates. And the ball rolls out of bounds.
It was either 9 or 26, Nathan. Either 9 or 26. Okay.
Niswanger again. And another clock stoppage. He's pointing at number 15. And number 7. Cole Moskovic and Adam Yagmore. And the crowd is getting very impatient with these clock stoppages. And play resumes. Delaney sending it ahead. Arzeta showing off his footwork. And now Cesar Franco. And there's the Dominican player down on the far side. Ortega. Arzeta trying to make something happen. And just a little high by Ortega over the goal. You got to be impressed by Arzeta's footwork. Niswanger. Knox looking for Gordon. Rolls too far out of bounds. Brendan Martin getting ready to get play resumed. 4:34 left in the second half. Still tied 1-1. Headed by Shepper. looking to spring Nicolo Vitali. And he's past one man. And it rolls out of bounds. The Dominion player gets taken down from behind. Dominican. I knew I would do that once this game. And headed in front of the goal, but cleared out quickly by the Crusaders. Nice sliding kick by Michael Delaney. And cleared out of bounds. And a little talking on the sideline. That was Wesley Coleman as he made his way back to the play. Michael Delaney getting ready to throw it in. And headed. And the Dominican sideline is going crazy. And it looks like the coach is getting a yellow card. That's one of the assistants. Delaney throwing it in again. And knocked out of bounds off a ricochet. Crusaders throw in. Knox with another long throw. Some physicality between Knox and Yagmore. Another clock stoppage. He's bringing Yagmore over to him. And Yagmore is stating his case. And the ref lets him off.
I don't think he did.
Oh, and he just... Great save by Justin Neiswanger off of that shot from Asensio.
1 minute remaining in regulation.
And there's 1 minute remaining in regulation. Asensio trying to make something happen in this last minute, and it's taken down by Chewy Gordon. Michael Delaney having to hold off on his throw in. And finally does. And the ball trickles out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Greg Knox. Delaney sent it down. Knox is letting it roll. And he boots it forward.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
And the
5,
Crusaders
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
and the Stars throw it out of bounds, and it is 1-1 at the end of regulation in this round one matchup between Dominican University and Capital University in the NCAA Division III Championship. And there will be a 5-minute rest period,
Overtimes, 10 minutes each.
and there are 2 overtimes at 10 minutes each.
If there is no goal in that tie, the game will be officially scored a tie, and a penalty kick shootout will determine the advancing team.
If the game is determined a tie after 2 overtime periods, there will be a penalty kick shootout to determine the win, as there is no tie. We're going to take a 4.5-minute break, and we will get back to you in the overtime periods of round 1 of the NCAA Division III Championships at Stagg Field from the campus of the University of Chicago. And welcome back in to this matchup in the round one of the NCAA Division III championships between the Dominican University Stars and Capital University Crusaders. We are in overtime, and the overtime rules are there are two 10-minute overtime periods, and if it is a tie at the end of overtime, it is ruled a tie, and then they go to penalty kicks to determine which team advances to face University of Chicago tomorrow at 7 p.m.
10 minutes on the clock.
And we will put 10 minutes on the clock now. It's been a very chippy match with great play by both goalies. So it's not unrealistic to see this one end up going into penalty kicks. Asensio to Ortega, who gets it down. And the whistle. It will be going the other way. Niswanger with a long boot. And Daniel Bunchu had all the time in the world and couldn't come up with anything. So now Greg Knox is going to throw it in for the Crusaders. He's got a long run. And the header is knocked out of danger. Knox tosses it back to his goaltender, who sends it forward. And Delaney looks to clear it with the high kick. Asensio moves it forward, and a collision in midair by Nicolo Vitali. Justin Niswanger lining up his hit. Knox getting ready for another throw-in. With just under 7 minutes left in the first overtime period. And close, and a great clear by Asensio. Oh, and a pass picked off by Brandon Wu. And Bunchu's pass just a bit too far. And a quick clock stoppage. Looks like someone's tying a shoe. And Ortega is done tying his shoe. Stars throw in. And Ortega looking to get it ahead. Yeah. Perez, and taken out. And held in. And it looks like it just went just out of bounds and was not able to be held in. Piatto getting ready for his throw in. And Arzeda over his defender and then hit the next defender as it deflected out of bounds. And we're ready for a Stars corner kick. And snagged by Justin Neiswanger. Couple of good chances missed there. And Tristan Bailey knocked Asensio into a bench, and the ref gave Tristan Bentley a yellow card. As we were saying earlier, this game has been chippy, a lot of physicality, and a lot of yellow cards. Ramos, headed by Robson, and Bentley bringing it down the near side, and he's taken out by Manuel Payet, and he's assessed a penalty. And the ball will be going the other way. And another yellow card and a red card. And he just ejected the Dominican coach. And he's telling him to leave the field, but he wants an explanation. The ref doesn't want to hear any of it. He's backing up. Yeah, I mean, you gotta leave. So Eric Baumann will be leaving the field. He shakes the hand of the Capital University coach before departing. With 3:38 left in the first overtime period. And the Dominican fans are giving a big hand to their coach. And number 12 and 14 are coming in for Capital. That's Tyler Wyjic
I think I'm going to be glad I have the.
and Trevor Collins. Arzeta ahead. He was looking for Saldo. And Arzeta back with the ball. A nice pass to Isaac Perez. But Wesley Coleman gets it out of danger. Looking for Chewy Gordon. Chewy with a 3-on-2. And they squander that opportunity as Brennan Martin comes up with it. And Wesley Coleman making his way down the far side. Hitting it ahead to Chewy Gordon, who lost his shoe. And it's going to go the other way. As the Crusaders throw it in. And then directly out of bounds. Now it's the Stars' turn. Both teams working for possession on the far side. Ball goes out of bounds. It's awarded to the Stars. Stars throwing it in now. Arzeta, and a great snag by Justin Neiswanger. Saldo pressuring. 40 seconds left on the clock in this first overtime. And Manuel Payado is getting ready to throw it in. And a whistle.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
And Ramos with the long shot.
2, 1.
And we will be going into another overtime. After one overtime period, it is still 1-1 between the Capital University Crusaders and the Dominican University Stars. So we'll have a 2-minute break. And if nobody can score in this next overtime period, it will be scored a tie. And both teams will go into penalty kicks to determine who's going to advance to the next round after this round of the NCAA Division III Championship. And again, that winner is going to face the University of Chicago Maroons, who won earlier today 6-2 against Lake Forest. We'll be back in just over a minute from Stagg Field and the University of Chicago campus. And welcome back as we head into the second overtime in this round one matchup between Dominican University Stars and Capital University Crusaders. This is round one of the NCAA Division III Championship, and it is a sudden victory. First team to score a goal wins. If not, this game will be scored a tie, and we will go into penalty kicks to decide who goes on to round two to face the University of Chicago Maroons tomorrow at 7 p.m. And Chewy Gordon stands at the center circle, awaiting the start of the clock, and we proceed. Arzeda with the shot. I don't know if it's a shot, maybe a kick out of bounds. And Justin Neiswanger getting ready to send it deep. Knox going up the near side. And he breaks an ankle almost and sends one right to Brandon Martin. Martin with the drop kick. And Ortega jumped over. He's asking for a clock stoppage. And Ortega just grazed the head of number 12, Tyler Wysick. Just a clock stoppage, no punishment. Now Greg Knox getting ready for his kick, and he sends it to the far side and out of bounds. Still Crusaders ball. Greg Knox getting ready to throw it in. Another nice long throw. And the Stars clear it out with a couple of nice headers. And Arzeda gets it ahead. But the Crusaders recover. Michael Delaney throwing it in. Knox knocking it upfield, and it slides out of bounds. Michael Delaney getting set to throw it in. And overthrows. Arzeda Delaney ready to throw again. Oh, and a goal flew right over the top bar. That one almost ended it, but Justin Neiswanger lining up to keep it going with 6:35 left in the second overtime. Crusaders making their way up the middle. And Greg Knox getting ready for another throw-in. And cleared out by the Stars. Arzeta with a missed opportunity there to try to make a breakaway. But he can make up for it right here. And he passes it back. Now back to Arzeta as he makes his way down the far sideline. And a chance, but nothing. Arzeta with another shot. It's blocked. And we're going to line up for a free kick. Arzeta, Asensio, and another Stars player lined up. Arzeta takes it, and right off the top bar. That could have ended it, but like last time, Justin Neiswanger gets ready to kick it away. Number 9 checks in for number 8. It's Dennis Saldo. And then 19 is coming out, and replacing him will be number 14 for the Crusaders. That's Trevor Collins coming in. Neiswanger. And Chewy Gordon just launches one. Not much of a chance with that one as Brendan Martin gets ready. And a whistle. And it's going to go to the Stars. Both teams trying to gain possession. And it's cleared into the Stars zone. Two minutes and 30 seconds left in this second overtime period. Knox getting ready for another throw-in. And headed away by the Stars. And kicked out by Arzeta. And we're under 2 minutes in this second overtime period. .28 coming in to replace number 30 Shepper. Knox with the far throw, maybe a little bit too far on that one. Chewy Gordon trying to make something happen. Holds onto it through a crowd of defenders, but loses it. And the Stars clear it down.
1 minute remaining.
With 1 minute left on the clock. Knox trying to make something happen with this last bit of time. Oh, and taken out. Playing on though. Oh, and a goal! Rolled right past Martin. And the Capital Crusaders are going to go on to face the University of Chicago Maroons tomorrow at 7 o'clock with a final score of 2-1 with 39 seconds left in the second overtime period. Just a heartbreaker for Dominican University. An incredibly well-fought game on both sides. Incredible displays by both goalies. And very chippy, a lot of passion and emotion. And one team had to come away with it. And this time, it looks like it was the Crusaders. And that goal
Number 10.
was that goal was by number 10.
Assist by 3.
Number 10, Daniel Bunchu, assisted by Tristan Bentley. And with that, the Capital University Crusaders are going to go on to face the University of Chicago Maroons tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in round 2 of the NCAA Division III Championship. Right here at Stagg Field at the University of Chicago campus. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock at Stagg Field on the University of Chicago campus.
Cool down area in the Rattler Athletic Center.